Hey guys, are you stuck inside during a pandemic with nothing to do and jonesing for your fix of crate digging? Well, I've invented a new genre of video called virtual crate digging for those stuck inside during a global pandemic. This is a crate of records in my bedroom that doesn't fit in my stack of IKEA cubes out in the big room. I've got 3 or 4 crates like this around the house. I'm just going to flip through them. Hopefully that will ease your addiction of dying to get out to a store and do some crate digging. I kind of don't know what's in here. This is stuff that's just in my bedroom. I've got an RP1 Rega in here and Buchart 400s, S400s, and a little Peachtree Class D amp. So bedroom listening, and there'll be a lot of jazz, might be some other stuff. So here's the first one on the stack, is actually on the turntable right now. Donald Byrd Chant, new tone poet from Blue Note with Herbie Hancock and Pepper Adams. This is a weird classical record on the other turntable. String quartet with Shostakovich, string quartet number 8 on a Swedish label. This is Andrew Hill on Blue Note, the piano player, kind of avant-garde. Black Fire, one of the Tone Poets series from recently. Roy Haynes just celebrated his 95th birthday on drums. This I got at the Barnes & Noble 50% off after Christmas sale. Anton Bruckner's Ninth Symphony. It's a 2-record set. Also got this at Barnes & Noble, Van Morrison and Joey DeFrancesco, who is mostly known as a Hammond organ player. Also plays trumpet. What tunes are on here? All kinds of tunes. I don't know. I saw Joey play with Michael Brecker something like 25, 30 years ago. Nels Cline, the guitar player, and Julian Lage, is that how you pronounce it? Kind of an improvised acoustic noodling record. Nels Cline is well known for playing with Wilco. This is a thrift store record. Isaac Stern doing Prokofiev sonatas. It's alright. Got it for $1 at the thrift store. Got this at Record Store Day on sale. 30% off, $8. Same piece you saw there, Anton Bruckner's Ninth Symphony with Von Karajan, a more famous performance. But actually side 2 sounds really dirty and scratchy, so that's why it's got the famous Tulip German label. Dire Straits, Love Over Gold. Got all these Dire Straits records at the Goodwill for like $1 each. All 3 at the same time. I made another video about my Goodwill run. So, great records by Dire Straits, great sounding. This is new Blue Note 80th Anniversary Series, Herbie Hancock's early inventions and dimensions. It's got kind of a Latin percussion feel. Very different pieces for Herbie, but love the cover. Great cover. Kamasi Washington, the Epic, 3-record set. Kamasi's kind of from LA, from around here. He had the same music teacher as, band director that my son had. And kind of spiritual jazz. I'm not totally into it yet. It's good, but maybe I need to listen to it more. Oops. What else? Another 80th Anniversary Blue Note, Indestructible, Art Blakey, Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter. Classic. Here we go. Got this for $1. One of UFO's best records. Lights Out. What tunes are on here? Lights Out and Too Hot to Handle and Love to Love. What's his name? Michael Schenker on guitar. Awesome record. Grant Green. This is one of the best sounding tone poets I've heard. Grant Green, Born to be Blue. Love the sound of this one. Slim Gaylord. You guys know him? Kind of bebop era, novelty, funny comedian guy. Hilarious, clever. Brad Meldau on piano. Blues and Ballads. I guess that's solo on the None Such label. Jim Hall on the Horizon Jazz label. Is it solo? I don't know. I gotta flip faster, guys. This is gonna take forever. Let's move the camera up just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Bill Evans, California, Here I Come. Newly recorded sessions from the Village Vanguard. $4 I got that for. 2-record set on Verve. 1967. Engineered by Phil Ramone and Scott LaFaro. Let me put these down. Now that we're into the crate itself. Eddie Gomez, Philly Joe Jones. Oh, wait a minute. It's not Scott LaFaro. Okay, let's get into the actual crate. This is a wooden crate from Michael's hobby store. These are like $10. They fit 10 inches, 78s if you go that way. Otherwise, they work okay for 12 inches. So Larry Young, the organ player, jazz organ player on Resonance Records. This is a limited edition. I should say, 73rd copy out of 2000. Woody Shaw on trumpet. Let's see. Larry Young. Does he play piano? Yeah, I like the organ playing better than the piano player in that, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Let's move the camera again. Okay, Sonny Rollins East Broadway Rundown. Reissue. $12 on Impulse. One of the all-time classics. Kenny Burrell. This is just a regular new pressing, nothing fancy. Midnight Blue. This is the Kenny Burrell record to get if you're just getting into Kenny Burrell, in my opinion. Mingus. I don't know this record. What is this? New Fables, Meditations. Each song is a full side of an album. Let's adjust the camera again for the shadows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lights falling down. Bear with me, people. Bear with this poor camera work, please. I'm not a pro. Okay, Sonny Rollins, Mingus, Art Blakey, early Jazz Messengers, before they were called Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers. Hank Mobley, Donald Byrd. Got that for $3.50. This is actually a really nice record. Herbie Hancock, Maiden Voyage. This is one of the audiophile pressings. Music Matters. Wonderful record. I'm sure you all have that. Dvorak String Quartet. Got that at a thrift shop. Deutsche Grammophone. Stan Kenton, Redlands University. It's alright. Very late in his career. Not one of his best. Jimmy Smith. I don't think this one's that good either. Is it? What's on here? Oliver Nelson. So it's a big orchestra as opposed to a combo. So not crazy about it. Tina Brooks, the male sax player on Blue Note. This is one of those reissues that doesn't sound that great. Great music, but not a great pressing. What is this? I have no idea. Why do I have a newspaper for Derek Fisher? No idea. Milt Jackson, Sunflower with Herbie Hancock on the CTI label. Love these CTI records. Just started getting into them. They're kind of very mellow and slickly produced. Okay, some sleeves. Okay, Mose Allison just died, what, a year or two ago? $2. Best of. Nice. Prokofiev, Vladimir Ashkenazi. Does anybody else think he looks like Bruce Springsteen besides me? Ashkenazi piano player. Okay, Bobby Gentry. Got that for $2 at the Goodwill, but they put their stupid sticker right on the front there. Kind of showcasing her singer-songwriter stuff. Here's a good one. Gil Evans. Oh, sorry. Getting uncomfortable here. Gil Evans, Out of the Blue. Blue Note number, not Blue Note, Impulse. 4th release. Pretty cool. Gatefold. I've got where all the musicians are sitting, so you can, whatever. Claudio Arau on Phillips doing Brahms piano sonatas. Another thrift store. Here's a really nice thrift store record. It was $3 actually. MRC jazz label. Compilation Jazz from 2 Decades. Sonic Youth. How'd that get in there? My son gave me that for probably my birthday. One of their better records. Shelby Lynn, Audiophile Geek Classic. Great sounding record. Just a Little Levin. She's doing all of the tunes from Dusty Springfield. Oh, well, she's doing all these tunes. Dusty in Memphis. Okay, what else we got here? Brian Blade, drummer on Blue Note. No, not great. John Hyatt, great singer-songwriter. This is an autographed copy from Barnes & Noble. The Eclipse Sessions, because he recorded it during an eclipse here in Los Angeles. Another one on CTI, George Benson, Beyond the Blue Horizon. There's a nice record, Max Roach, Deeds Not Words. I think this came out in the US with a different cover. This is a French release. Gravier, or whatever that is. Max Roach and Booker Little. Who else is on here? George Coleman. Larry Young again. Actually, this is a pretty good record on Blue Note, but it's not a great pressing. Eric Dolphy, Live in Europe. This is a classic, Monk with Sonny Rollins. Brilliant Corners, one of the best Monk records of all time, in my opinion. Monk Orchestra at Town Hall. This is a great one also. Riverside. None of these are super old, rare pressings. George Russell, the guy who invented modal jazz. This is kind of a compilation. It's got his one famous tune on here, Stratus Funk. And Eric Dolphy, a lot of good players on there. Okay, let's adjust the camera again a little bit. Sam Rivers on Blue Note, the tone poet. This is one of the best tone poet ones I've heard so far. Herbie Hancock, Freddie Hubbard, etc., etc. How about word jazz with Ken Nordine, who just died at like age 95, like last year. This is the second word jazz record. Kind of beat poetry kind of stuff. Okay, here's one that you guys don't know. Hedvig Mollestad Trio. What is it, Swedish? She's like a Swedish rock jazz guitar player. Pretty cool record. Hard to describe. Hard rock, progressive, guitar-oriented jazz, fusion rock. Does that make sense? No. John Abercrombie on ECM with Jack DeJohnette on Hammer. Night. Great record. Another John Abercrombie, Current Events. Mark Johnson on bass. John Schofield, Loud Jazz on Gramavision with Dennis Chambers on drums. George Duke on keyboards. What is that, mid-80s? It's a blues record, I think. Sonny Terry, harmonica. We're getting to the end, guys. The end of the crate dig. Joshua Redman Quartet, Mood Swing. And Andrew Hill again. We started and ended with Andrew Hill. This is probably a mid-70s or mid-80s re-release with the modern, boring cover. Billy Higgins is on here. Michael Kuskuna produced. Recorded 1968, Van Gelder Studios. That's a promo. My dad's friend at Capitol Records got him a bunch of records, and of course my dad wouldn't listen to Andrew Hill. So, guys, this has been Volume 1 of virtual crate digging for a pandemic. And if you can't get out of the house to dig through crates, hopefully this helps you get into the feeling. There you go. Crate digging, crate digging. Gotta dig on crates. Alright, guys, look forward to another couple videos. See what you think of virtual crate digging. And consider subscribing to the Vinyl Rundown. My name is Greg. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Talk to you soon.